A heated debate in the Wyoming legislature leads to the loudest fireworks of the 2024 legislative session so far. Each Wyoming school district could get $10,000 to store guns and train staff under a bill that moved through the Wyoming House Monday. And a massive snowstorm in California is being felt as far away as Jackson Hole. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. The loudest fireworks of the 2024 legislative session exploded in the Wyoming Senate on Monday night. On a 15-15 vote, the Senate voted to uphold Senate President Ogden Driscoll's decision to appoint a new joint conference committee in its budget negotiations with the House. Cowboy State Daily's Leah Wolfson said the vote came down to the very last member, with Driscoll casting the tying 15th vote needed to reject overturning his selections.
Senator Dave Kinski, who was the chairman of the original Senate JCC, fought vigorously to have his committee retained. He pleaded with the House members during the meeting to try to continue the process. They expressed zero interest in doing so.
The Senate's proposed budget is still around $800 million apart from the House's original budget proposal and around $400 million apart from the House's current proposal. Wyoming school districts that want to store firearms in their schools and train staff how to use them would get $10,000 each to help pay for it under a bill moving through the State House. Cowboy State Daily's Mark Hines reports that the House's Education Committee on Monday also agreed to boost funding from $100,000 to $480,000, enough to provide each Wyoming school district with $10,000.
Currently, Wyoming school districts have the option, if they so choose, to designate or have some of their staff come forward to be armed, but they have to go through proper training. And so this would help fund that training. And if they wanted to put like biometric safes or any kind of safe storage for firearms on their premises, they could use that money for that as well.
Committee member Representative Jerry Obermiller and Representative Carly Provenza cast the only votes against the bill. A Wyoming bill aimed to keep people from tricking the public with falsified artificial intelligence videos died in committee Monday when no lawmakers would second a motion to consider a vote on it. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland says Senate File 51 was meant to target synthetic media or deep fakes that look real by making people flag them.
They have artificial intelligence now, or AI, where they can take, if they have enough footage of you speaking, they can load that into an AI and tell the AI, now I would like you to depict that person singing a song or making a speech. And the AI can fake that act. And so the blockchain committee sought to ban essentially fraud using deep fakes like that.
One person testifying against the proposal said the bill would stifle the growth of the innovation economy and limit the benefits of artificial intelligence. I'll be back with more news right after this.
Are you fabulous and 55? Are you ready to use your valuable time and talent to give back? Join Serve Wyoming through the AmeriCorps Seniors Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, or RSVP, and make a positive impact on your community. With a lifetime of skills and experiences, you're exactly what your community needs. Whether you're itching to lend a hand or your organization could use some extra support, we've got you covered. Call Sarah Roberts at Serve Wyoming at 307-234-3428 or RSVP at servewyoming.org.
A bill inspired by a California activist who regretted gender transitioning remains alive in the Wyoming legislature, but is no longer named in her honor. The House Judiciary Committee advanced Senate File 99, originally called Chloe's Law, by a 7-2 vote on Monday. But the bill underwent a couple of significant changes, including a name change, according to political reporter Leah Wolfson.
The bill had been named after Chloe Cole, who was a California activist who had come to the legislature earlier this year. She had transitioned from being a girl to a boy in her early teen years, and then she regretted that decision and detransitioned back. Now she is kind of an activist that speaks against minors receiving these treatments.
The bill prohibits doctors from performing gender transition treatments on minors in Wyoming in most scenarios, but clarifies that psychologists and psychiatrists can still counsel young people regarding that issue. And a historic snowstorm that slammed the mountains of California over the weekend is being measured in double-digit feet, not inches. And Jackson Hole is already seeing some of its leftovers, according to Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi.
Jackson got somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 inches of snow from the same storm.
Cowboy State Daily meteorologist Don Day says, though, that this is just the beginning of March, and there's a lot more weather to come for every region of Wyoming. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.